Doctor.
Yo, what up? What up? What up? Y'all know the deal, man. Like and share, like and share, like and share. So we can get this thing out everywhere. There's anywhere in the world could be, but just be right here with me, the BABGOG. And I appreciate you pull up on me, man. Shout out to a man down south yellow in the building, man, with the 444 on the cash app already, man. Before we start, I greatly appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, bro. Gotta remember to do this shit. I'll be forgetting. Yeah, hit the like button for me. Hit the like button for me. Hit the like button for me. Hey, man, what's going on, man? Hope y'all are enjoying your Saturday. You know what I mean? Hope all is well. It's the weekend, baby. Right? So let's get into it, man. So, hey, man, a lot has been said, black fatigue, and, niggas this, niggas that, nigga, right? Blame the niggas, right? And everybody likes to hang up on violent crime, but we all know it isn't just violent crime. And when they're talking about violent crime, they like to talk about the per capita and the rate. And again, I agree, right? Now, the rate of violence that black men have amongst ourselves definitely needs to be looked into and see what we can do to lower those numbers. Again, there's never going to be this perfect world where no one ever does anything violent to anyone else. I'm not speaking from some utopia mindset, a perfect world mindset, but still, we look at the rate of violence that we have amongst each other, especially if we're talking homicides and things like that. And then the overall murder rate in comparison to our population, that is a problem. But at the same time, with that being said, okay, now let's talk about the overall numbers. Okay, so we talk about the overall numbers. The white man is still king amongst a lot of shit. Okay, white people kill people. White people beat people up. White people steal shit. White people do drugs. White people sell drugs. And it's a couple of things that white people do more than everybody else, by a lot. Okay, by a lot. And it's the real shit that nobody really fuck with, right? You know what I mean? This thing, involving children. And shout out to Tim Tebow. Tim Tebow told me something that I had no idea about. So I'm gonna save that one for last. Oh, I don't know. No, we can start there, right? We'll start there. Now, next time white people start talking all this shit about, well, black people commit all the crimes and, well, hey, listen. Okay, listen. A murderer, right? Be it just or unjust, because again, you can kill someone in self-defense. It can be a justified murder. Again, even in vigilantism, right? Everyone remembers the classic situation where the man had I think it's Gary Plouch was his name, right? His son was kidnapped by some karate something or some shit like that or whatever. And they recovered his son, and they discovered that his son was violated by his man repeatedly. And this man waited for that man to walk by him as they had him handcuffs. And again, one of the greatest fatherhood moments in the history of fathers, aired his ass out. Okay. The music didn't even play. Uncle Charles was right there. Goat level. And hey, and I'd applaud him. If I would have been old enough, I would have put money on his books. Matter of fact, shout out to damn, why I can't think of his name. Cain Velasquez. Cain Velasquez is going through something very, very similar. I'm going to find that brother's information, and I'm going to personally put money on Cain Velasquez's books, because something similar happened to his child. Cain Velasquez had a fucking high speed chase. He beat the motherfucker up, and if he could have got him up out of there, he would have. Okay. There are fathers out here, man, that literally, hey, I will sit down and do that time for my child, especially if we're talking about you violating them, in a sexual manner. Fuck it. It is what it is. Give me the time. I'm crazy. I'm crazy as shit. I can tell you that right now. I am not in my right mind. So if y'all gonna fucking sit me down and give me these years, hey, I'll do it. Now I don't know what the treatment is of these people once they get behind bars, because I know there's prison politics and things and so on and so forth. But what I do know, if you are a child predator, and I literally just saw a case of making a report of one that was just got up out of here. Okay, your life is not easy in prison, as it shouldn't be. Okay. Hey, Sean, listen, man. Nobody got hurt, I think, right? I know they showed the footage of him chasing them in the truck, though, like running them down, trying to anyway, right? It was a high-speed chase. I remember that part. But yeah, the public endangerment is a little out of hand, but yeah. Hey man, listen, man, make sure y'all share. Y'all talking about what's the name, man? So let's make sure y'all share this shit. Make sure you like it and share it, motherfucker. Y'all, you a coon. You don't never talk about the white man. Well, I'm talking about the white man today, motherfucker. Okay. I told y'all, bro. I don't believe in white supremacy. I don't hold a white man above me or anything. I work with white people a lot more than most black people work with white people and have a relationship a lot more intense with white people due to the military structure. Okay. Some of the coolest people I ever met in my life, white dudes. Some of the biggest assholes I met in my life, white dudes. Okay. All right. Are there a lot of racist white people? No. Do racist white people exist? Yes, they do. Okay. Are any of them brave enough to really exude their racism? From what I've seen, no. No. Not one bit. It was some motherfuckers that I knew and I heard about, you know what I'm saying, dropping that N-bomb. And then I will purposely, hey man, what's going on, bro? Heard you had something to say. Guess what they didn't say? You feel me? And again, that's not me being Billy badass, no shit like that, or so on and so forth. But if that's how we carrying it, bro, hey, let me know. But again, when most racists are, faced with a BABG like me, yeah, bro, nah, that shit fold. Now, of course, you got skinheads and Aryan Nation or whatever the fuck, you know, some white supremacy motherfuckers that may be with that shit. But even for the most part with that shit, bro, nah. Here we go. Shout out to God Hand Apostle of Timing. Nah, man, let my hair breathe, brother. Appreciate you for the fire though. Put a hat on, fantastic. Nah, man, let my hair breathe, man. And I gotta start using the what's name, cause see y'all can't my shit what's name, right? So it look weird because I don't got it darkened, but it is what it is. Are race hustlers just to keep up? So yeah, man. Listen, man. Everybody that's talking about white supremacy, bro. That's what it is. Again, I told y'all one of the biggest issues and problems we have, and then I'm gonna talk about the white folks, is racism has played a major part in the lives, the identity, and history of Black people, right? And that's understandable. The thing is, though, when you lack the emotional control, right? And you know that people can be controlled so easily by saying the white man, the white man, the white man. That is very, very it's dangerous and it's manipulative. Manipulative. I don't know why the fuck. Goddamn, I need some water. Fuck, but manipulative, right? All these people that talk about this shit, they work with white people. If a white man came along and offered your favorite blowback $1 million, they gonna take it. They're not gonna turn it down and say, "Hey, we only want money from Black people, and we not gonna take no support from white people." Never gonna happen. Okay. So once you understand that shit and you understand this is a control mechanism in a way, for a lot of cases, cult behavior, right? Because you're manipulating people's emotions and you're building up this whole thing to where, you know, we're gonna beat white supremacy and we're gonna eliminate white supremacy. Anybody telling you that we're gonna stop racism or anything concerning racism, bro? Listen, and you're an adult. For one, you're a dumbass. First and foremost, if you believe racism can be stopped, you're a fucking dummy. All right. Let me just tell you that. Secondly, again, if you're concerned with racism in 2025, when you can literally make money and you got freedoms and ain't no more motherfucking whites only. Okay. All right. Ain't no more whites only pies. Okay. All the pies is nigga pies. Any pie you motherfucking walk into the store and see, okay? You ain't gotta pay no extra money to make them nigga pies. Shout out to Edward Hyde. Yeah, man. Listen, and I told you a lot of this shit we finna see here. Unfortunately, you know, the main story that I'm gonna close it out with is the praise of white zaddy by Black women. What they say, I'd rather be the whore of a white man than the something of a Black man, the wife of a Black man, some shit like that. I'd rather be the white man's whore than the wife of a Black man. You know, some crazy shit. I think y'all just said the crazy bitch that said the shit in the early 2000s, Cola Booth or some shit like that, right? You know, this white savior complex. That's another big part of it too, man. You know, understanding that, you know, historically, there's no way that Jesus could have been white. You know, being in the Middle East, you know, in those ancient times where the European people hadn't even, you know, really moved outside of their own region yet. But the whole whitewashing the thing is another thing for another day. I put something in my thing. Speaking of which, again, man, shout out to Chronicles, bro. There's a guy, Bishop something. I put it on my post, right? On my post wall, YouTube post. Bro, watch that documentary, dog. It was supposed to be him talking about Kobe Bryant sacrifice and, you know, the boule and all this other shit. Like, but again, I'm not saying he stole anything or took anything from Chronicles, but the information these brothers have, man, you're never gonna find in the book. You gotta go find it and go read it for yourself. Learning about Egyptology and again, what's the dude's name? what's the black dude's name that was just Billy something, just got his ass destroyed by the historian. Not Billy. Come on, Silent Search. Stop playing with me. It's not the fucking Billy Banks. No, it's Billy something. Billy, the black dude that just got embarrassed. He's the one that was going around always talking about how the Bible wasn't real and all this shit or whatever. Billy Carson. There we go. Appreciate you. There y'all go. Ken Dog and Dollar Watch. Appreciate it. Billy Carson. Yeah, the Billy Carson shit, man. Yeah. All that Egyptology shit, man, is, But yeah, John. Definitely take a listen. But let's get to it, man. Where do I want to start? Now, again, I didn't even know this, but I learned it from our good friend Tim Tebow. Okay. And Tim Tebow is a nice, good old wholesome Christian white man himself, right? And I was actually watching this because there's a podcast of I know he's a former ex-military guy. This is that podcast that I was on, and Tim Tebow said he had a current list of, like, I think he said it was 300,000 or 400,000 people, IP addresses of people that were downloading or had anything to do with child inappropriate images. We'll just say that, right? Now, again, it's a white man saying this. This ain't yo pro-black. This ain't Umar Johnson. This ain't motherfucking Tariq Nasheed. This is a white man saying this truth that white people never want to talk about. Y'all killing everything. You're stealing. You're robbing. You this. Well, listen. I think crime is messed up, right? But we all know the two most egregious crimes that no one is ever never any excuse for in any way, shape, form, or fashion, right? Or crimes against someone sexually. Okay, there's never an excuse for that. Forcing yourself upon or forcing someone to do something sexually, and especially the top of the top, the worst of the motherfucking worst, to where everybody believes you should be just eliminated on sight. Okay, or sexual forcing a child to do anything sexually. Okay, or having sexual images of children, anything like that. Get your ass right on up out of here. It's only one cure for it. As many times it's been said, I'm not going to quote it directly or claim, but it's been said and speculated. I'll just say speculated that is the one uncurable like disease. You can't change it. You can't make a person that's an adult person that's attracted to children unattracted. There is no rehabilitation. It's speculative, right? But let's see.
The number one offender type is biological fathers, but by far it is being done by middle-aged Caucasian men.
Heard what he said, right? Middle-aged Caucasian men and own biological fathers.
Many, over half of them, college graduates. Many of them are educated, good jobs. This isn't just who we're thinking about. Like they're technical savvy, and I think that it is time that we call them out. Like that, we can't stand by and stand back. Like we have to stand up and say, not only are we not doing our job as men, it's actually the opposite. Instead of being defenders and protectors of our families, we're hurting and abusing. The number one offender type is
Okay. So let's go to this. So can't say back it up. Here are the numbers from 2021. This is sexual abuse offenders. Let me see. Can you guys see it? Is it clear? Can you guys see this? Do I need to enlarge it some more? I probably need to enlarge it some more. Still small. Oh. There we go. Should be good now, right? We good now? Let me know we good now. Ken Dog, you know why we never hear about it? Because it's much easier to blame niggas. This is why I be telling y'all, man. We black men have to get in the thing of where we ducking no smoke. We ain't accept none of this fucking bullshit about y'all no If we gonna talk about it, let's talk about everybody. Okay. If we gonna talk about the shit, let's talk about everybody. We're not gonna do this shit. Oh, listen. Oh, brother, you read my mind. Oh, brother, it's all. That's what I got up next. That's what's coming up next, brother. Brother. Shout out to Day One for the 2. Appreciate you. That bestiality conversation needs to be had as well. Yeah, brother, it's in there. It's that's what I got. I got one of my tabs open right now, brother. You read my mind. That's why Michael Vick is in the thumbnail. If you noticed it, I don't know if you noticed it, but Michael Vick is in the thumbnail for a reason. Okay. In fiscal year 2021, 57,287 cases were reported to U.S. Sentencing Commission. 1,062 involved sexual abuse offenses. Sexual abuse offenses have decreased by 3.2% since the fiscal year of 2017. Okay. Number of sexual abuse offenders, and it goes here, right? 1097, 1067, 1165, 881, that was COVID, and 1062, right? Offender and offense characteristics. 93.6% of sexual abuse offenders were men. Okay. 57 point. Hold on. What are we doing? Come on, we don't do this. There we go. 57.5% were white. 57.5% were white. Well, that kind of matches up with the rate and the population of white people. So if we're looking at the rate, no, because now I'm gonna flip this fucking rate shit y'all love to say. I say niggas overcommit the rate for overrepresenting the rate. Well, we're nowhere close in this. One thing black men do not tolerate, again, is this motherfucking fucking with the kids shit. I mean that literally. That's some shit that we don't accept whatsoever. Street justice shall be had if and when possible and necessary. All right? Exactly. Motherfuckers love that. That's what I said. Motherfuckers start hit that per capita shit. Like, okay, I see where this is going. 57.5% were white. 16.1% were black. 12.1% were Native American. You notice how we never hear about the motherfucking Native Americans, and Native Americans make up 3% of the population now? Only people that get talked about in overrepresenting shit is niggas, right? But Native Americans are 12.1%. When I think they make up, is it 3% of the population? Anybody know off the top of their head? I just Google it. Let me see. $2.6, less than 3%, bro. Less than 3%. So they're 4 times the rate when it comes to sexual abuse against fucking kids. Come on, man. What are we doing, bro? What is we saying? All right. 74.6% offenders in cases involving production of child. You know what? We're white. Again, 74.6% of offenders were white. 53.3% of offenders cases involving child and prohibited sexual contacts were white. 61.1% of cases involving criminal sexual abuse were Native Americans. 65.4% of offenders in cases involving abuse of sexual contact, Native American. and 84.6% of offenders in cases involving statutory rape were Native American. Y'all ain't got no smoke for motherfucking Tonto in them. Y'all ain't got no motherfucking smoke for motherfucking Running Wolf and Black Moon. Crazy, ain't it? T-Hawk. T-Hawk from motherfucking Street Fighter and shit. Tatanka. Y'all remember what you know about Tatanka? You remember Tatanka? Huh? What you know about Tatanka? Why are the motherfucking Native Americans not getting none of this smoke, man? Why y'all not motherfucking throwing the goddamn, the per capita, the rate, and this is the most serious shit. This is the most heinous crime of ever. Y'all just want to talk about niggas when it comes to motherfucking shooting shit. This is some shit that we do not tolerate. This is some shit that niggas do not participate in. Black women, see, when y'all do this shit and y'all make these claims, yeah, man, they out here just taking pussy. They was out here just, no, and that's just the kids. Mr. White Man, how y'all gonna fix this, man? What are y'all gonna do? Well, one time I said black women because black women like to make claims of black men's being, forcing things sexually, is what I'm saying. And black women love to make claims about, men always abusing young girls, underage girls, is what I'm saying. One time, and what I'm showing you, and I just showed you, is again, when it comes to these things, that is a majority white situation. And then we know with the Hispanics, I didn't even talk about the Hispanics, but we know they don't, a lot of them don't report for certain reasons. Shout out to my man Brian Turner for the 5. I greatly appreciate you, bro. There's only one reason in the U.S. where black men have highest prison pop. That's the South. There's more white and native men in prison overall than black. You know what's crazy though? And I was having this argument with dummies online. I forget where it was. It was Twitter, of course. And they was talking about how racist the South was, specifically Florida. And I had to tell these dumbass niggas, I'm like, Minneapolis, not Minneapolis, I'm tripping. Wisconsin has the highest black incarceration rate. Wisconsin, not a southern state. The highest black incarceration rate is fucking, or conviction rate. I think it's what conviction rate, not incarceration rate, but conviction rate. The highest black conviction rate is a northern fucking state. Okay. Even though the majority of black people we know reside in the South is Texas, Georgia, and Florida. Texas, Georgia, and Florida are the top 3 states in the U.S. with black population. Okay. All right. So when you niggas make these things about all these southern states being racist and all this other shit, well, how the fuck is more niggas getting convicted in non-southern states? Who's really the racist? But again, that don't fit a nigga narrative, so they gonna go to the bullshit. Now again, I want to go ahead and get that one out of the way because that's not anything, and I don't want to really be, it's not anything to joke about, so on and so forth. Very, very unfortunate, and something that should be, okay, by all means should be. I know it's impossible, but again, last thing I heard, I say, like, the way to cure people that adult people that have sex with children is the nearest wood chipper or something like that. I think, I don't know, I'm not sure, but I think that's what it was, and I agree. A lot of people have these things or whatever, and some say they are able to not act on it. I don't know, But I feel like that should be there should be a federal crime to commit a sexual crime against a child, especially a prepubescent child. Again, while legally there are things that change, right? That's why you have statutory, you have forcible, right? So if there's any forcible sexual act on a child, I believe should be punishable by death. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Once you start talking about statutory and age of consent, which again most people don't even know, only 13 states have a age of consent that's 18. Is it 13 or 15? I'll say it's 15, not 13. But the minority of states have an age of consent that's 18 years or older. So again, we talking legally, but anything that's under that or whatever, those consents, and you're forcing yourself upon a child as an adult, you lose your right to breathe, in my opinion. And it should be federal. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Mandatory life sentences, because until we do studies to see if it can actually be rehabilitated or whatever, they're always going to be a threat to society, a threat to innocent children, right? And in order to keep children safe, we have to keep the predators fucking locked away. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. If you have a problem with that, I mean, hey, I don't really want to debate that. It's your opinion, and it's your right to have it. But hey, I don't see anything to where you could, defend it. No, Kev Prime, no, it's not federal. It's not a federal crime. There aren't any, from my understanding, outside of a repeat offender for sex crimes. Most of those aren't federal crimes. Those are usually state levels, unless you're like a serial, sexual violator. It's not going to be federal. Yes, I didn't even talk about the incest part. That's another thing. But we all heard about the stories up there, and I think it's West Virginia. But shout out to the brother that hit me with the 2 earlier. Listen, man, he read my mind. And motherfuckers ignored this shit, man. I said this. Now, listen. And this lady right here is apparently some type of influencer. I don't know who the fuck she is, right? Yo, they wilding for covering up the dog. Protecting the identity of the fucking dog is wild. All dogs look alike. I'm sorry. You put motherfucking 3 Rottweilers, you'll never pick them out of a lineup. To protect the dogs, fucking come on, man. What are we doing, bro? Logan Gaminsky, born in 1998. Sexual activity involving an animal. Filming sexual activity involving an animal. Gaminsky was placed under arrest and transported to the Marion County Jail. And I was feeling kind of froggy that day. And I said, hey, you know what? Let me just randomly Google person arrested for having sex with dogs. I posted this on the 28th? I think it was the same day. Was it the same day? Yep, the 28th. All right. If y'all can see this, right? It's the 28th. Guess what I found? Man charged after having sex with dog in eastern Nebraska, police say. Horn Lake man arrested accused of having sex with dog. Now, I'm going to say this and I'm going to keep motherfucking saying this. Okay? And let me see. Make sure y'all see my thing. So hold on. Semi-serious question. Why are white people so against fighting dogs, but seem to be all right fucking dogs? I mean, dogs can fight naturally and unprovoked, but they can't naturally fuck humans. These are 3 stories all in the month of motherfucking, what was this, March? Can y'all explain this to us white people? Y'all don't forgive Mike Vick to this day over some damn dogs. But y'all can't stop fucking y'all's dogs. Remember the goddamn dogs the dog that got monkeypox? Remember that? Now, mind you, that wasn't U.S., but they were white. Wow. Yo, calm down, bro. Wow. Yo. Not they gave a whole new definition to Cocker Spaniel. Oh, God. But no, man, listen. That's why I say, listen, man. Mike Vick's motherfucking record needs to be exonerated. All right? Motherfuckers fight dogs every day, B. White folks fight motherfucking everything. Okay? But white people, one thing that niggas ain't out here doing, fucking dogs. Fighting them, yeah. Fucking them, hell no. Now, can you find some weird ass fucking freaked out nigga? Of course, there's always gonna be one. But clearly, this is a white collar crime. Y'all like to play on word too, not white collar, but white. This is a white collar crime. Bestiality is monopolized by the good old white folks. Y'all never talk about this shit. Ain't no rape for that motherfucker. I don't know what possessed y'all to be motherfucking molesting your pets. Exactly, T. Lees, to this motherfucking day. White folks don't want to talk about this shit. See what I did there, Ken Dog? Listen, hey, you wonder why white folks be letting dogs? Damn, man, why white folks be so intimate with their dogs? They let them kiss them all in the mouth. They let them sleep in the bed. We see why. We see why. Don't get mad at me, white people. Get mad at the numbers. Remember all the shit and all the numbers, y'all. The statistics, the rate. Hey, this shit go both ways. Ain't no excuse for out here fucking these dogs. Y'all get so mad when niggas is fighting them, though. I remember this dude I worked with. Me and him was cool, white dude. And he had a couple of dogs, like, rescue dogs and shit or whatever. He's like, man, I fucking hate Michael Vick. That guy's the fucking scum of the earth. Oh my, if I were ever in his presence, oh my God. I was like, damn, man. Dogs fight like on their own, right? Yeah, but it's different. He was forcing them to this and he was, well, brother, I mean, they eat dogs over in China, right? If I ever went there, what you gonna do? What your one little white ass gonna do against the whole country of China? Huh? Fuck around and have your ass hanging up on the hook. Pull out the General Soul scroll on your ass. I'm just saying, white people, we got black fatigue. The dogs got white fatigue. The dogs definitely are. The dogs definitely got white fatigue, white folks. I'm just saying. We gonna do this motherfucking black fatigue shit. Let's do it. Do a lot of black people kidnap? I wouldn't imagine so. I'm not gonna cover all the motherfucking, white folks crimes, but I'm just saying, man, we're gonna do this shit because I'm sick of white folks talking all this shit, cash shit, especially on Twitter, bro. Like all niggas is criminals. When even the criminality that niggas commit are less than fucking what the white people do because it's more white people. Right? I don't think you can make excuses or explanations for this. It never crossed my mind. I said, damn, that's a fine ass motherfucking pit bull. Never. Free those who they do, they got to. We talk about the shit. What we saying? No dog is safe. Listen, man. Listen, bro. Yeah, all that shit, wild shit, bro. Like I said, like way back in the day, and I forget what the damn thing was, bro. Hey, man. The whole bestiality fucking thing, dog. That is definitely monopolized by the white people. But man, I'm just trying to figure it out, brother. I'm trying to figure it out. I don't ever see white people talking about that. Y'all had all this shit, black fatigue and this and all the criminals or this or that. Well, hey, y'all some motherfucking dog fuckers. No motherfucking pet is safe. The first time I heard that weird ass joke about somebody putting a hamster in their ass or some shit, white people joke, which I'm pretty sure, like I said, all jokes are said in jest. I'm pretty sure some, I guess, brotherfucker or somebody tried it at some point in time, which I don't know why the hell you would ever, Shout out to the Bell. The Bell, that's another one. Shout out to the Bell for the 5. Why aren't these teachers, mostly young white women, having relations with children taken seriously? Why aren't they held accountable like the men? That's another thing I pointed out too, the Bell. I pointed that out. I was asking the question. I was like, hey, and some dumb bitch tried to fucking come back and say, well, they're mostly men. Well, I'm not doubting that they're, again, I don't believe that. I really don't believe that when fucking men make up less than 25%, or I know they make up less than 30%. So let's say less than 30% of teachers at this point, right? So you mean to tell me 30% of the people are committing 90% of the things? And we're starting to see the stories come out. I think back in the past or whatever, and as it's because I think it's been that way since the 90s for sure, right? It may have been that way, and a lot of people didn't a lot of boys didn't quote unquote tell, and we didn't have social media to know. But these women, bro, there's literally been around this same time, March and I want to say April, March and April, man, it was heavy. It was like literally a story every week of a female teacher, okay, non-black. One was a black lady though, and she was a therapist in the prison, right, or the juvenile detention. So it was one old black lady that was juvenile detention, right, but the rest of them white or Hispanic. Nobody's talking about it. The white lady that got locked up. Let me see if I can find this shit. And again, man, like I said, white folks don't talk about that shit, and that's some serious shit. Again, hey, motherfucker get smoked. Is what it is. But you out here fucking kids and dogs. Ain't no explanation for that one, buddy. No explanation. Meantime, between time, man. Hey, if you lie, you steal, you kill. Hit that motherfucking like button if you will. I appreciate your money, but I need you to hit that like button for me.
Take off, record. That one more bodies, man. Done more bodies right now, man. That real more shit, man. G up in the building, man.
Here we go. Here's one. Shout out to the bell. Again, it ain't just a they don't want to talk about this shit. Florida nurse caught by husband having sex with her 15-year-old stepson. And this is another big part of the feminism shit that nobody wants to talk about, or either they don't understand, right? A lot of these women want men, right? Of course, they want men, but they don't want men to have authority over them. They have sexual desires, they have sexual needs. So this is why we're seeing an uptick in these female teachers taking advantage of these boys in school. Okay? They have power, they have authority, right? And it's a level, somewhat level of worship and shit, right? But again, that's just one. Let me find the other one. All right, this one was back. The girl was arrested. Let me see. Where's it at? They showed the one where she was arrested, and they picked her up from somewhere. Trying to remember where it was, if I can find it. I can't fucking find it, but it was a thing, right? It was definitely. Let's see. Yeah, fuck it. But yeah, you got that story right there, and it's plenty of them. Yeah, stepson, TP. This happened also while my first command, right? This is when I knew this dude was an asshole. So, first command, I'm in Pax River, Maryland, right? And it was this dude. His last name was Cena. I never forget, right? Buddy was cool as a fan as a fucking first class. We put him up in khakis on. He made chief. He became an asshole, bro. Asshole. And specifically with me because, I was dealing with my baby moms at the time, right? And I was living with her, but I had the room. I still had the room, just in case, because we wasn't official or no shit like that. And I like, if shit goes south, I can't be out here trying to fucking check out of the barracks and then check back into the barracks because shit done went south and now I gotta fucking have a place to stay. So, until shit really got to what it was, right? Serious. I had the room and I had a roommate. So the motherfucker would go by, man, he was failing me on the room inspection. And I'm like, y'all, did y'all tell him I don't live there? I just got the room. He said, well, yeah, man. He said, hey, man, you just got to check out of that barracks, whatever, if that's the case, because if the room's not up to par and your name's on the room, he's going to fail it and you're going to have to come here for like reinspect. I'm like, bro, like, I'm not getting BH, right? I'm living with, staying with somebody, off base. But come on, bro. Like, you can't, like, nah, man. He said, whatever, right? So he did this shit like 3 times, bro. 3 separate times. And they got to the point, because it's like randomly where they pick people. They don't check everybody's room. It's just like random people or whatever, right? So whatever. So after the third time, like fuck it or whatever, I started getting BAs because my the twins were here. So I was like, fuck it. I can just check out the fucking barracks anyway. It don't matter now. I'm not finna keep, having my fucking weekends fucked up over some dumb shit. So lo and behold, man, I lead command. And, you still talk to people. This was back in the what was the damn thing before Facebook? MySpace. It was in the MySpace days, right? So, I'm chopping it up with people or whatever. I transferred from there. I went to Virginia. And I'm talking to a couple of people that stood at the command. He's like, yo, you heard about what happened to fucking Chief? I'm like, Chief who? He said, yo, Chief Cena. I'm like, how, why the fuck would I hear about it? But what happened? Yeah, man, come to find out he was fucking his fucking stepdaughter for years. And she finally fucking spilled the beans. Okay. That's why I be telling people, bro. As much as a lot of people don't understand this shit in the military, your pay grade only means what the fuck you get paid. All right. That don't mean shit about who you are as a person. It don't mean shit about your integrity. It don't mean shit about your what you do. That shit don't change. You just get paid more money. And people somehow forget and elevate people. Bro, I just heard so many fucking stories. Bro, it was a story about a dude that was I was in the West End. He was in the Air Force though. I think he was either like a colonel, which would be like a 06, and the colonel was trying to motherfucking take whatever their level of a lieutenant would be, like a younger officer. She called the fucking authorities. This nigga ran out the house, ran down like a back motherfucking ravine and shit. They caught this motherfucker, man. All right. So I be trying to tell people all the time. A lot of motherfuckers don't understand that, man. And that's another big reason why, because I'm like, hey, man, I would say that shit out open. Yo, pay grade only mean what the fuck you get paid, man. I done seen it all in this shit. And the longer I went on, the craziest shit I seen with people in the motherfucking military, bro. Shout out Chief Rocker. They had him on, hey, man, Chief Rocker. It was a dude, they told me, so this was a story they told me. I didn't know this, but they told me something. They said it was a dude, they was calling him Chief Thief, but it was a klepto. And, people around the command, certain shit would come up missing or whatever. And it was like, yo, what the fuck is going on? They could never figure it out or whatever, right? But it was on some, it couldn't be chief type shit. He a chief. He got money, he's not gonna risk his motherfucking career over some stupid petty shit. Somehow, some way, well, it was either a room inspection or something. However it came about, he ended up stealing somebody's PS3 or PS4 at the time, right? This dumbass nigga put the motherfucking PS4 on Facebook Marketplace. Buddy, just randomly going by to see who got fucking PlayStations for sale, and he got the serial number and everything, So he gets Buddy to motherfucking pull up to him. I'm guessing he not knowing that who the dude is. The dude know like he in the command, but he don't know that he is. This motherfucker got caught up, man, and ended up throwing his whole motherfucking career away because he's a fucking klepto, man. People have issues and problems. None of that shit goes away or changes. You know what I'm saying? Once you make rank or whatever the fuck, man. So that's just that story. Well, I know guys who don't want the mother up there having new guys. Well, no, listen, TLP, that's real shit. Listen, and this is why I say too. Any woman that will have a man around her kids, like upon first meeting, to me, I can't fuck with her. That's a major character flaw. That is a major character flaw, and just a red flag. That's a selfish ass bitch. She more worried about dick than like, you know what I'm saying, the security of her child, especially if it's like, well, boy or girl, but especially like a little girl, right? So when that shit, like, and like I said, if I will decline if I know, like she got kids at the house or whatever, young kids, and I'm like, yo, I'm not comfortable with that. You feel me? Like I don't know you well enough. You don't know me well enough for me to be me and your kids, be around your kids, even though I've never done and never will do anything to a child. It's just the principle of it. You feel what I'm saying? And like I said, at some point in time, that child usually has a father. And, I don't know if the father is involved or not, but that's something out of respect as a father that I would not do. because that does bring a lot of, you don't know. I don't fucking know you. Mary Kay Letourneau. That's the one that died. She died from cancer. That was the one that couldn't leave that fucking boy alone in middle school. Right, DeBell? They tried to make a love story out of this. I think they actually did make a love story out of this. Or either on I want to say Lifetime or some shit. Y'all remember this? They turned that shit into a love story, bro. Exactly, Prime. That's what I'm saying. Like, look, little baby, you don't know me like that. Why the fuck would you have me around your child like that? You feel me? Just to drop some dick off? Like, come on. Yeah, when I was pushing books, we had a shark young chief was on his way to do good things. Old boy got caught up clapping his female RPO. He went to see the man. I know he did. Yeah, man. Listen, bro. All that shit too. I be telling motherfuckers that's like the the nothing too crazy shit. I be telling my motherfuckers be getting caught fucking on the boat. I'm like, bro, ain't no nut or no pussy in this earth worth that much, bro. Ain't no much. Oh, not the Admiral. Oh, damn. Oh, yeah. Oof. Yeah, the Admiral. You out of there, bro. Oh, I missed. Oh, my bad. Hold on. Shout out. Yeah, shout out. My bad. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate the silence, sir. Best mod in the game, man. Our crime types can't compete to theirs on any level. Yeah, man. Like, niggas do the mainstream shit, right? Shout out to Day One again for another 2. Said raccoons of YouTube never speak on these issues. Listen, man. I'll be telling y'all this shit, man. For the most part, bro. Listen, let me explain this, and we'll move on to the next one, right? For the most part, bro, you have subject matter you speak on, right? Whatever it may be. All right. For the most part, if you stray away from that, you're gonna lose your audience. So your audience pretty much comes to hear you talk about a certain thing, right? Now, mind you, it's not that people are afraid of it. It's just like that's not nothing you really talk about. I keep telling y'all, bro, I'm not concerned with what the fuck white people got going on for the most part. I'm doing this shit because I'm getting sick and tired of hearing white people talk about black fatigue and just act like black people the only people breaking the law. You feel me? This is just a response to a lot of the bullshit, right? And me to have some fun and get some shit off. But for the most part, bro, I don't talk about white people because I'm not concerned with them. The issue and problem that we have are things that we need to focus on ourselves and fix ourselves. Pointing out the bullshit that other people are doing, you know what I'm saying, outside of this today, of course, for the most part, it's not going to help us. If anything, we should be pointing out the positive things they're doing and stealing and snatching that and adopting that and employing that so we can get better. But it's not. I don't think it's a raccoon issue much as it is black people being focused on black people, because that's the only way we're gonna be able to fix it. Talking shit about white people or whatever every day is not going to do anything to improve the black condition. You feel me? I appreciate y'all, man. Well, no, Day One. I mean, like I said, high swings or whatever they have a base. Once you get and have a base, bro, it is what it is. Most crimes committed in Hawaii usually white and Hispanic military dudes. Yeah, man. Listen, hey, they do not. Samoans do not fuck with motherfucking white people, bro. Samoans do not like white people. Y'all think that's another one. Y'all motherfuckers talk about niggas. They talking about like black people hate. No, motherfuckers. Samoans, they cannot stand white people, bro. Samoans don't like white people at all. Hey, hit the like button for me, man. We had what? I got 171 people in here and only got 107 likes. I need them 70 likes. Listen. That's the ones in that's the ones out in Damn. They got a motherfucking helicopter squadron out there. The Chamorros are damn, why I can't think of this shit. Guam, yeah, Guam. There we go. Cheap rocker. Yeah. They got a fucking I think it's HSC. I forget what fucking HSC it is. But they got a helicopter squadron out in Guam. Bro, listen. Hell no. Like most Pacific Islanders, bro, they don't like it at all. They don't like that shit at all. Pacific Islanders, Hawaii, Guam, all that shit. Nah, they don't fuck with them like that at all. Tongans, all that shit. Nah, they don't fuck with them shits at all, bro. But let's get to the main event, man. What really promoted me to, or prompted me to doing this shit, right? Let me kill that. Here we go. Now, I saw this and I thought it was something different, right? But I thought it was a girl that died and lost her life a couple months ago. But this is totally different.
Death. The trial against her accused killer is set to begin this morning.
Prosecutors say Maxwell Anderson killed and dismembered Robinson. Stephanie Quirk is live outside of the Milwaukee County Courthouse with a preview of what's to come today. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, guys. Robinson and Anderson were last seen together in April of last year at two Milwaukee bars. Less than 24 hours after that, Robinson's severed leg was discovered at Warner Park in Cudahy. Now, the trial here is set to begin inside the Milwaukee County Courthouse at 9 a.m. Up first today is the process of selecting jurors for the high-profile case. At least 70 jurors are expected to be called for the selection process. It will be 12 jurors who will determine ultimately what the evidence in the case says and whether Anderson is responsible for Robinson's death. And now, in the days after Robinson's severed leg was discovered in Cudahy, other human remains were found in the area of 30th and Walnut. That's just blocks from where Robinson
God damn it. Shit. All right, I got it. So, for you guys that don't know or understood, man, listen. Unfortunately, a young lady lost her life. She came up missing. She went on a date with a white boy. Family reports are missing or whatever. They go to find the damn what's her name? First thing they find is her leg. Then they commence to find other body parts are scattered out around the city, right? Now, there's another thing white people don't talk about. The majority of serial killers are white men. Okay. Y'all still motherfucking putting up all the motherfucking trophies for serial killing. All right. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Top 10 serial killers of all time, white dudes. Okay. No ifs, ands, or buts, bro. Motherfucker be working at Home Depot, 40 bodies. I refuse to be friends with any white man that's got a basement. Nope. Hit him with the Shannon Sharp. He got a basement? A white boy with a basement? Nah, too risky. I'm cool. Brother. What's wrong with you, brother? What's wrong? Whose man's is this? Brother. Yo. You say Dexter? Was it a documentary? Was Dexter based on? I don't bet Dexter wasn't based on a true story, was it? Shout out to my man. Hold on. Oh shit, did you send me forward the thing? Shout out to my man Simply Johnson, man, for the 20 pounds, brother. I greatly appreciate you. Ain't nothing but some money. Glad I caught the live broadcast from London. Been following since this might be risky. Now you have your own. You can't dispute the facts. Hey, brother, I greatly appreciate you, man. I had my own before. It might be risky for the people that don't know. Yeah, I've been here for a little minute, man, but I appreciate you, brother. Yeah, listen. White boy with a motherfucker. Hey, would you like to see my basement? Fuck no. Hell no. Jordan Henning. See, let's y'all remember kidnappers too. Listen, remember the well, I think he might have been a Mexican. Was he a Mexican? Military wife shooting sentencing. Jordan Henning was found guilty of first-degree manslaughter and sentenced to death. Damn, sentenced in the death of his wife. Oh, what the fuck? Hold on. Vet light? What the fuck? Man, listen, man, niggas leave. Listen, all this I told y'all, man, all this BDSM shit is not for niggas, man. Was she a WNBA player? They had a WNBA clip playing beforehand. Did his wife play in the WNBA? Let me play some. We'll get back to it.
His car was found torched on the morning of April 2nd. Around that time, prosecutors say these surveillance photos are of Anderson leaving, then hopping a bus back to his home on Milwaukee's South Side. Investigators believe it's that home where Robinson went after leaving a bar on.
Oh, okay. That's the dude that he chased her up the stairs. He was chasing her up the stairs. I remember the clip from that. I know what y'all talking about now. I didn't know they were both military though, but that's what y'all talking about, right? He chased her up the staircase or came downstairs and shot her, and it was all caught on the ring. Yeah. See, yeah, man. Listen, man. Black women, y'all love saying this shit about. I promise you, if you did a fucking rate, a per capita fucking thing for fucking white husbands killing their motherfucking black wives, I promise you that motherfucking per capita be high as a motherfucker. I'm just telling you. You know, white boys don't give a damn about fucking the whole family. That's another thing too. That's what I was trying to find. Every time a motherfucking white boy kill his whole family, man, you know, hey, it just be the most pleasant fucking family picture ever. The family side, white boys. Look, this one right here. Here you go. Here go one. Again, black women. The shit y'all be talking about niggas, man. Abusive and this and that and the other. You want to get in a fight or you want to say goodnight? Just saying. Now I know that nigga, so the wife shot the dude, the black dude. This nigga got out the hospital and went back and got her ass up out of here. Now that was kind of crazy, but hey, I understand. Bitch tried to kill him. This nigga get on some Jason shit. You feel me? So Bro, this shit crazy. Bro, white boys will literally take out the whole family. Yeah, man. Brad, hey, listen, Brad do not give a fuck. And sit down and wait for the police to get there if he don't take himself out. Detective Division here kept a Brad under surveillance for 3 days till he returned to the wooded area where he claimed a 6-year-old Latina girl he abducted to a tree. What? She was luckily still alive. Thank God she was alive, man. This shit crazy, man. White people don't talk about that shit, though. White boys ain't trying to talk about that shit at all. Yo, what the fuck? What's with these niggas fucking outside? Hold on, let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Daquan fucking Wiltshire just did this shit. Here you go. Here, this the one. This the one right here. This the one. This the picture they show when a white man kill his whole family, bro. This the picture they use. White man kills people or his family. The news. Jet skis and shit. I just showed y'all. Remember, I forget what it was. I was talking about it a couple days ago. And the dude had a damn. He killed his whole fucking family. Listen, man. Did y'all hit the like? Yeah, did y'all hit the like button? Nah, man, I'm telling you, bro, it'd be crazy. Hey, listen, bitch, you better not burn that chicken. Why I oughta? Just saying, you better be careful. Niggas just leave. Oh yeah, the black man, you pay the toll, pay the toll. I bet the bitch would rather pay the toll and be living than be, you know. I'm just saying, black man, what you want? You want a nigga to just leave and go about his life and you keep yours? Or you want him to stay around and take yours too? And everybody, the kids, the dog, everything. What you want? A nigga leaving and walking out ain't that bad no more, is it? Just saying, man. I am just saying. What is this new thing they got here? What is this new crown shit, y'all? Let me see. What is this? What is it? Commenters or what? I don't know. What does this crown shit mean? They trying to motherfucking YouTube always trying to steal some shit. They trying to become motherfucking Twitch now. Shout out to my man Day One for the 2. Another one. Appreciate you, brother. Said they did say they choose the bear. Well, hey, motherfucking Grizzly Adams, he did live with bears. Oh, okay. I think it's some weird shit. I don't know. Oh, okay, I got you. Cool. Got you. What up, bro? But nah, man. Shout out to shit. TLP and hey, it's where you safe at, baby. All right. At least with a nigga, like I said, the worst you're gonna get with a nigga is either walk away or we fighting today. Just saying. Which would you rather have? Shout out to BT08 in the building with the 5. Appreciate you, bud. Me and my kids ended up on missing persons in 2011. It was hella fucked up. This is why I am the way I am now. Beachy, I mean, damn, if you got time, I would definitely love to hear this story. Glad you still here. But damn, what the hell? Not on the missing persons. The whole, you and the kids. Shit. Yeah, Casey Anthony got off. Telling you, man, all this shit when it comes to the family shit, man, is just wild. But again, white people only want to focus on, violent crime and shootings, robberies. When again, we talking about gross number of fucking crimes, right? People that committed the most. Clearly, white people. I think it's 4 or 5 times more white people than black people. And they totally forget about the damn Mexicans. Nobody ever talk about the Mexicans. The Mexicans, they just spicy niggas. Same. Mexicans got gang members. Mexicans definitely motherfucking fight and shoot and all this other shit. But they don't focus on niggas, man. You feel me? Exactly, man. Well, I usually reserve that for like the Puerto Ricans and the Dominicans, but they say they got black Mexicans, man. So hey, the Blaxicans, spicy niggas, man. Hey, just niggas that speak Spanish. Mexicans is not definitely attitude wise, and again, please let's stop acting like Mexicans don't whoop a bitch instantly. Okay, Mexicans, bitch, you getting Maria is getting whooped. Overcook them tamales. See what happened. All right. Fry them beans one time. Don't refry them. All right. See what happened. Shout out to my man Cameron Dickerson for the 5. I greatly appreciate it, bro. Fantastic. Do you think Travis Hunter will regret not signing a prenup? Man, I'm purposely staying away from that, man, because I just want to wish Buddy the best. And I know a lot of people are commenting on it, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse as early as it's in. I'm just gonna pray for the brother, man, and hope for the best. But by the numbers and by her attitude and the way she's doing things, I find it difficult that's gonna last. Him being an NFL player, being away from her, right? Having way more the time demanded outside of what it would have been in college is totally different. You know what I'm saying? Being a professional athlete, being a college athlete are not the same. And especially him being a franchise player. He's pretty much the franchise player of the Jaguars now, right? So his obligations and shit are gonna be through the roof. So her level of attention that she needs, that she's shown us, the public, I don't think she's going to be able to handle him not being able to devote that level of attention that she would need from her personality that we've seen so far. Shout out to my man Chief Wahale or Wehale. Chief Wehale. Thank you for the 5 pounds, brother. White skin hides a multitude of sins. Black women will fight a black man off to get the serial killer divestors. See, this happened to get quiet. Still chase Brad. But that's why we just let him do it. Look, bro, I am not arguing, fighting, or nothing with no black woman, begging no black woman to leave a white man alone. baby, you're gonna get what you're gonna get. Go right on ahead. Go ahead and find out. FAFO. Now your ass end up motherfucking chopped up and boxed up. Okay. Hey, I'm sorry. That's it. Shout out to BT for the 5. Greatly appreciate you. Well, damn. BT for the 5. Non-black spouses really be like till death. Okay. Ladies, keep it black and drive a Cadillac. Listen, man. Just saying. Yeah, Tia, I say the same thing, man. I hope she doesn't. But again, everything is leaning towards it being the other way around, unfortunately. Exactly. Hey, me too. Baby, that's if you think, hey, the white man's ice is colder, he's so much better, he not dusty, crusty, and musty, baby, go on right on over there, baby. Just don't come back though. At least not for me. Once you done hopped your ass on the white man's internet and talk shit about niggas, about how much niggas ain't shit and the white man's better and all this other shit, right? That's some shit you ain't gonna never fucking see from me, right? That's one thing motherfuckers can't say about me, bro. Listen, baby. I may not like the shit black women do, but I'm never gonna be like the white woman, the Asian woman, the Hispanic woman. You know, nah, bro. But y'all get out here and get to say the wildest, craziest shit, and then try to come back to niggas. Nah. Okay. Nigga, what is there to read, nigga? That's it. Yeah, man, it is, and we're starting to see this too. I told y'all, it's a girl going viral right now talking about she's ready to be a wife, and she'll cook, she'll clean, she'll be submissive, she'll this, she'll that, she'll all this other shit. Told y'all, man, hey, don't you be that nigga on here doing all this red pill shit now, and now you know what I'm saying? You're saying, don't you be him. What's up with you, fam? What's going on, bro?
What's going on, champ?
I can't complain, man.
Oh man, hey man, a couple of other things that white folks lead. They lead in pimping and tricking.
Definitely.
At the same time.
Definitely tricking.
Yeah.
1000%.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I mean, you know, can you name a bunch of black folks that own strip clubs and any other, you know what I'm saying, adult type?
Yeah, not even strip clubs. What's the shit out in the bunny ranches and shit, the brothels?
Yeah,
they got legalized brothels.
Absolutely. But I'm just saying, I mean, you know what I'm saying? You can think of every entity of the sex industry, you know what I'm saying? They got a white man's fingerprint on it.
Of course, obviously, yeah. They orchestrate it. And then if you go deeper, it's the people from Israel. That's what set off a lot of the shit that happened, you know, in that occasion. They've always been deeply rooted in that thing. Yeah. So the white people are just like byproducts. They like secondhand. The first motherfuckers, people from Israel.
Absolutely. And they lead in having sex with dead bodies and all kind. I mean, just all kind of shit, man. It's just.
I forgot about that, but that too.
Yeah, they're killing all categories, man.
Yeah, all the weird shit, bro. Like I said, I don't know why they like. Listen, nigga, if I had to pick the crimes that I'm gonna be involved with, nigga, hey, call me a shooter, nigga. I'll be a shooter all day. I ain't finna be fucking my dogs. I ain't finna be killing my whole family. I ain't finna be dealing with no kids. But like I said, the white, they don't want to talk about that shit.
I mean, with the crashing out on a family thing, you know what I'm saying? Because it's more white men that are married. You know what I'm saying? They're more married white men. So like when their relationships end, they gotta divvy up assets. Then they get the kids separated from them, and everything they work for, you know what I'm saying, is shared with the woman. You know what I mean? She gets it, and then you got to pay alimony and child support. That's where the crash out comes.
It was another famous one that happened, I think, the end of last year, where the man, everything was cool. They dropped the kids off, and he got her ass right on up out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's like I said, hey, man killing a whole family, we already know who that is.
Right.
99% of the time. But let me get Beachy in here. Beachy, what's going on, love? Appreciate you for pulling up on me. You muted. Unmute. You still muted. There you go. You good now. You good now.
We good now?
Yeah, you good now.
Okay, what's up, y'all? I had to hit the link because I realized, hey man, that super chat looking real crazy. So you saw what it said, right?
Yeah.
And I have been pretty open about, well, no, I haven't been all the way open, but as open as I can without making a fucked up situation look royally fucked up. But yeah, that's exactly what happened. Fuck around, okay? Married white Irish motherfucker, and ended up on a goddamn missing persons report. Now, it didn't have anything to do. I love my brothers. I'm black all day. It's just a situation that I was trying to make the best out of not being a baby mama situation. But they do got some mental issues. They don't believe in divorce. And when you throw that up there, this ain't working. this I don't want to do this. They will want your ass dead. It's not an exaggeration, and it's awful. And I'm not trying to make light of it. I came out on the good side, okay?
Yeah.
I came out on the winning side, and I am still reaping financial retribution for my pain and PTSD. I feel like I'm old. I don't care if my kids grown. I'm old for that shit. But it really is a serious thing, and that's why I don't really support that diversity. I don't support the diversity at all. They don't know what they're talking about. Fantastic. They be lying. Fuck around the white boys if you want to, and they gonna show you real quick. They will take you out in a heartbeat, and that's you don't want to be in that type of position.
Definitely, man. Well, we're glad you're here. So did you have to go into hiding? Did he actually kidnap you, or what happened?
I had to go. Yeah, I had to go into hiding with the kids. There's a process that so I was missing to be safe before he did. I had to decide.
I got you.
You feel me?
Yeah, I feel you.
It's going to. You better run, girl. You better go. You ain't gonna make the next day. The sun might not come up. And
so what was he on? Some did he threaten you type shit, or just the energy change?
No, it was pretty. That wasn't the first time. See, that's why I don't really like. And that's the thing on our side. Well, no, because really both sides. When you bring it to families and say, "Hey, man, first time I asked for divorce, this is what happened. A weapon came out. Y'all need to come talk to your child, calling their side. You need to come talk to your son." I was telling my mom and him, "Hey, what is this?" Unfortunately, we got some people who feel like, you should just stay in it, and they want to push stuff under the rug, and that's unfortunately that is not the thing to do at all. And so really, if you just got to be a woman to be either have a brain and stop plotting, okay, they not. How you gonna tell me to just stay and I ain't got to worry about dying? Like, that ain't no. What you mean? You ain't got to worry about that if you don't try to divorce or leave. That's how they believe. What the? That's hold up. Oh, wait a minute now. So that will me being, what I stand for and what I'm in. Hold on, man. I'm not feeling. That's kind of like hostage. I'm a prisoner. So once the first thing after the first time somebody show you, oh, somebody is gonna end in a murder or whatever, you kind of gotta start figuring out a long, strategic, and calculated exit.
Yeah,
it ain't gonna be pretty, but You know, you can get out.
So did Buddy get locked up or did he get what happened?
No,
Like,
he free. He is free and working and back and forth to Canada. I'm still on the match with but I'm y'all gonna think I'm trying. I don't care. That's my leverage. Okay, it is what it is. I'm a smart sister. I'm an educated sister. I'm a sorority woman. I'm gonna need some leverage because I can't undo your craziness, and I can't, guarantee you ain't gonna pull up one day on some whatever. So, I had to get a little niggerish, get a little back up, and then I just use it for leverage to continue to further my life and what I'm doing. Now that ain't gonna work for everybody, and but that's it is what it is. So it look on one side when people hear one story and they're like, "Hey man, bitch, you been married for 20-something years." It's just that's a piece of paper. I'm not with nobody. Like, there's a whole nother story to that. And then I'm glad you brought it to the table because I don't be hearing nobody talk about it. It's crazy. And it's not cute. So yeah, it did happen. It's all I gotta do is be like, do I need to get them transcript? When they start talking crazy, I don't, it will never happen again. I would, no more outside nothings. I know what brothers bring. I ain't never had to worry about nothing like that dealing with no brothers. But this was a, something that happened. And I chose to go in the direction of marriage because of just how I was raised. And you just don't do baby mama shit around here. But it came with a price. And I did not know that. I didn't know these things. We ain't never had no discussion. Nobody set us down and said, "Now, y'all dating white boys. Y'all need to know. They might kill you. You might go check the mail one day and never be seen again." Nobody was having all type of conversations with us. So it was, and that really do happen. Went to the mail, never seen again. No, like, that's normal for them though. Like, the way we think it's so shocking, it is normal to them. And people be wondering why. Look, hey, fantastic. You be talking to them divorce rates. I be sitting back like, why some of them probably ain't left in divorce? They don't want to die. Have you done a panel or a story yet with? I wonder who really in this marriage, like, against their will, but they not taking a chance. They've been showed woke up with a knife at your throat, like, you know what, and the baby in one hand and a knife at your throat. You probably gonna just stay on the papers. No, I'm being for real. If you can't figure out and don't have the mind to be like, oh my gosh, you know what? If I just stop bringing the divorce to the table, I can live.
Well, I'm staying married too. Fuck that.
See, that's what I said. And I don't want to hear none of that. Call the hotline. No, them the people, the domestic abuse people hotline, the ones that said, "Ma'am, we finna set you up a exit, run for it, go here, turn left. We're gonna pick you up here in this. We're gonna change your identity. Do you want a new social?" Like, them people, they give you a different set of instructions. I'm not gonna share that because that's stuff for women, and we don't share that. So men, just in case somebody in the chat right now trying to find out where they girl, I'm not gonna tell you how they go. We go into hiding and how they put us into hiding and get us protected so that
so it's just like a form of witness protection, just different. Like,
exactly.
For I got you.
Absolutely, that's exactly what it is. So so for y'all, anybody out in that chat, if you want the real deal, Holyfield real story of I married outside my race and I almost died and still got to look out the side of my eye, keep a recording going, some hollow points for visitation days, and some extra cameras around. Like, I'll be happy to tell you, that's what you're gonna get. Okay, Bradley, Chad, and Tyler are maniacs. Okay, stay your ass over there with Rick, Tyrone, them.
Hey, fantastic. Can I get a couple questions in?
Go ahead, you guys.
Go ahead, bro.
Hey, so before you made that move, right, to date outside your race, what was it that made you want to?
Oh, well, I didn't. I've been very honest about that. Typically, most girls, college girls, we'll date. We don't date. We just, it is what it is, at that age. Now,
You said you don't date?
Around the college girls, we don't
Oh, you
call
just do it.
dating.
You just do it.
You somebody was in the picture for them.
Right.
Now, when you do these parties, and I have been very honest, when you in your 20s and stuff, and you go to parties, everybody has engaged in reckless behavior. Okay, you don't have to be embarrassed or shamed. Like, damn, I think I got a little, and look to whatever, and somebody got lucky. It happens.
Mm-hmm.
It happens, and I have always. I keep looking like a villain when I say, "Well, no, I didn't date them." I specifically remember being at an engagement at a party.
Oh, so this ain't the first. This ain't the first white man.
You asking questions that let's stick to this story. You're not listening to engagement. When hookups happen for college women, we don't see it. It is not about colors and race. Somebody just got lucky. Okay, you hooked up, you got lucky. But with them getting lucky, when you engage in reckless behavior, even in your 20s and stuff, things like pregnancy happen. And so that's why I don't have a problem saying, well, I never dated them. Hell, I went home a couple weeks later, I ain't getting no cycle. I got to go
So you got pregnant by him, and then you try to follow up with marrying him.
I mean, I know what that was. It ain't like I had to go on a man hunt because I know where I go and knew where I hang out with. But it was like, oh man.
But earlier you said something like, didn't nobody tell you about how white men were?
No, they didn't. I mean,
so what? But
family,
if they did, would you have listened?
Yeah. I would have been prepared to understand. Did you understand this was 20-some years ago? I don't even know if nobody black women. I might be one of the rare few women on the planet married to an Irish man.
20 years ago, 100 years ago, I mean, black women ain't listening now.
But we were taught a lot of different things. We were taught how not to get pregnant. So if you really did get pregnant, that was on. We were taught a lot of things, but those things didn't come up in conversation because wasn't nobody really doing interracial stuff. That's what I'm telling you. No one was saying, "Oh yeah, this how the Irish gonna act. This how they." We weren't. That wasn't being up. It wasn't how you would never hardly see a mixed kid back then. I don't know about y'all, but it wasn't too many mixed kids 20-some years ago, and it dang sure wasn't that many black women with an Irish white man and 3 kids. Like this is rare. I know people act like
you in the South. You in the South?
I'm in the South, the dirty South. It wasn't common. People still, now you see it, but just 20-some years ago, you didn't hardly ever see it. So, no one was having that conversation. And yes, I would have listened. I didn't know anybody. I don't think I knew one mixed person in my whole life. I didn't know any black women with a white spouse to give me any type or say, before you go into that, you might want to know a couple things. Hey, before I didn't know anybody like that. I was the first one.
But like you being from the South, you surrounded by black men. It had to been some kind of bad experience you had with black men to make you curious about the white man.
No, that didn't have anything to do with it. I don't know how. I know
all the slave movies you see every February.
I don't watch those. See, y'all wanted to be like, oh man, she had all this trauma. These black men hurt her. Like that video, Fantastic was playing the other day. Man, I had to leave the room. I said, I'm not gonna hear this. All this trauma, and now you can't be with him because this dude assaulted you back in 19. No, it wasn't that story. It really wasn't that. That wasn't it. It was just a reckless decision. Sometimes it's just that simple. This was a reckless decision. Consequences of impregnation. Now what you gonna do? What comes next after that is decided by the female. What you gonna do? Because you got a baby. in your belly. Okay, so from there, so it's not a whole where I got a whole dialogue for you to tell you about. Well, yeah, the black man good to me. I don't know what y'all talking about, but my brothers, shit, I be getting good. They treat me great. I mean, you know, unless I don't have those issues. I don't have the mistreatment and he dogged me out type of stories. No,
Yeah.
I don't have that.
But I mean,
you all are wonderful.
would this deter you from a man? Like, let's say, because I mean, a lot of black people live in predominantly black communities, right? So where everybody know everybody done went to school with somebody and got a history with whoever or whatever, right? So like when you meet when you get involved with a black man, right? And let's say he slept with one of your friends or your relatives or you know his baby mama, does that deter you from messing with that man?
No, I don't.
Because you know baby mama drama exists, right?
But they don't have anything to do with me. I don't have.
Okay, I mean, it might not. I mean, I'm just saying, like, would that deter you from dealing with a man with a child, or he had a history of being with a woman, or like, you know, some of your friends or some women, you know?
See, I don't want to sound cocky, but my friends, we don't have baby daddy dramas and baby mama dramas because nobody play that. Everybody either get married or stay away or whatever the case. If a guy was having issues, I shouldn't even know about that type of stuff. I mean, I would think a man at my age, you should know how to hold. You should hold it down and kill that drama. It shouldn't be all that. I expect that, you know. So it wouldn't have nothing to do with your baby mama drama. It would be looking at a man like, you didn't know how to nip this in the bud. Because see, I knew how to nip some shit in the bud see, that's how I look at it.
So it wouldn't deter you then. Because that's the reality of the black community, right? I mean, most black people deal with black people and they don't really get out of their community. So like if there was somebody that you had your eye on in high school or whatever, you're pretty much gonna know their whole sexual history.
Well, I don't think anybody.
And 9 times out of 10,
nobody can know anybody's whole sexual history. That's impossible.
If you live in the same community and you know, I mean, you know what I'm saying? You might be a recluse, you might stay in a house, but like most people get out and about, you know, go to clubs and whatever and different functions or whatever. So you know people. You know what I'm saying? You grow up knowing people and dealing with people.
We know the streetwalkers and the hoes over here to the left.
It's not about streetwalkers and hoes. I'm talking about regular life.
And the decent girls who everybody ain't here to the right. Don't nobody be keeping up like that.
It would be good to do it. Because sometimes you don't, because being black, you don't even know who your relatives are, especially like if you've been alienated from your father's side or whatever, you know what I'm saying? You know, you don't know your cousins.
I tend to be very selective and very exclusive these days. So I really don't, you know, you're probably not going to be in my neighborhood like that anyway. Like I wouldn't, we don't need to stay around the corner from each other. That's too much access, you know, so I don't really see that. But I guess that's, you know, I do know in some situations, in some circles, we keep tabs. We keep tabs in certain organizations.
Right.
Like,
but a lot of black women are in denial about that though, because they so really into themselves. They don't really think about their children not knowing the dad side of the relatives.
Okay, well, I can't speak on that because I'm not that woman, and I know who the relatives is. Very obvious who their relatives is on the Irish side. So I can't see. I'm not the best person for that question, but I do understand what you're saying, what you're asking. I'm just not the best person to answer that because I know exactly who the other side is. They look like that. We look like this. You see what I'm saying? So I don't. It's like a split down the middle. It ain't no questions asked.
Yeah, I got you. I didn't want to drill you like that. I just wanted to take the opportunity to ask a sister.
Hey, listen,
you know,
I put my own feet to the fire. It ain't too much. Most people don't. They're like, we didn't know she was
Right.
gonna say that.
I didn't want to put you to the fire. I just wanted to see if you acknowledge some of those things or whatever,
Yeah, people be swapping up. I really don't deal with the girls who every time they turn around they got a urinary tract infection and stuff like that. I know about the floating bottle of penicillin. I hear the stories and I just sit back and be like, y'all ain't gonna never learn. But yes, it is some paths crossing. Yes, I did say floating bottle of penicillin because ain't nobody scared of nothing no more. It's one person with a script of penicillin and it'll make it all the way around.
God damn, they these little pussies hot like that out here.
Hot like that and ain't got no shame. Who got the penicillin? My piece smell funny.
Damn. They pushing that on the streets?
Regular mamas with their kids
y'all
on the
funny.
porches. I don't have that. I don't got no penicillin. I'm sorry, okay. They'll find it. It's a floating bottle going around and they'll get it,
Hey, fantastic. That's crazy.
That's the first thing. My pee don't smell right. As soon as they call you crying on that pee, you already know. Y'all know I don't. Hold on. And I got insurance and stuff, and I'm like, look, y'all hoes cry. I'm not gonna call my doctor. Talking about call me and something for trying to get me around. Y'all. That ain't funny, but it's just like
Fantastic. Peace smell like you been eating asparagus.
Yeah, without ain't no bitch was crazy.
Hey, it's just like that. This is real talk. At least within the month of May, I've had one individual, one person talking about, we, and I'd be like, nah, not we, y'all. No, it's not a we, it's a y'all. My urine is clear. I don't have those issues. Y'all don't get tired of it because y'all keep on taking something to clear it up. It's just the
goddamn. Hey, that
real. She'll tell you how to.
That barebacking is a motherfucker down south, huh?
I mean,
it's a cold addiction, ain't it?
I can't speak. I know over here. I can only speak over here. Clean on the inside, clean on the outside. I'm gonna die that way. What that song called? Clean on the inside and clean on the outside. I'm gonna die.
Ice cream paint job, ain't it? Ice cream paint job. Goddamn. All right, okay. All right.
So, but listen, if the women will listen and get the wisdom in for those of us that are seasoned and we tell this type of stuff, they should take notes. Like, wait, what? No, your urine's not supposed to smell like. How long it's been going on in there? Now you done turned into something else. Why didn't you go down there to the doctor? You shouldn't just call around and ask who got some antibiotics. That's not how you treat. Y'all not taking this serious. And like I said, now I can't wait to one of y'all do a series on PrEP. Why the women now are spokespersons for PrEP.
Listen, man, they said that shit right there, beach is crazy. Cause what's the name talking about that shit? What's Tamar Braxton said some wild shit like that. Talking about she just take her PrEP and keep it moving or whatever. Cause you know what I'm saying.
Okay.
Man, this shit getting scary out here for real, bro.
Hey, look,
I do understand that PrEP is mainly targeted for people who do engage
brotherfuckers
in anal activity. I'm trying to keep my language, delicate over here. Although I know we have fantastic, but still, it is targeted for those who engage in anal sexual activities because it is known that's where the HIV virus.
Yeah, the highest. What's
so by her saying that, she's pretty much admitting that's how she throw down and that's how she like
I think she's just saying that she's dealing with the niggas in Atlanta.
Right.
Yeah. And
I think she in
hepatitis.
Yeah. So so I didn't know this shit right here. I don't know what the fuck this shit is that I'm somebody need to get back to me. Okay. This bitch said, if you have HIV, please wear a nose ring like others. Who the fuck is others? And when the fuck did a nose ring? What kind of nose ring? What nostril? What style? Bitch, what the fuck is going on? I need to know. Because she fucking the game up.
Wait,
Hey,
hold
This
on.
is right
I
here,
didn't,
nigga. This is
Hey, Rainbow Kid in the chat, in the chat, you said barebacking is gay lingo.
whoa.
Barebacking is not using condoms.
Yeah.
So if that's what you
Raw
gays is
dog.
doing, then HIV gonna be in your lingo too.
Mm.
Wow.
I think bareback in this kind of country, niggas more be like raw dogs. You know, we got a couple of raw dog
Right.
kings down here. We just
Yeah, but
call it the raw
this
dog king. Be careful. So nose ring, I don't know. That's worth investigating. I didn't, I think they're ugly and hideous, and I don't know what that is about. And none of my friends got a what do you call it, a bull ring on holes or whatever.
Oh, the septum ring. The septum ring.
Okay, but if that's a sign of a code, a hidden code, well, it wouldn't affect me because I'm not talking to no niggas who got all these weird piercings and stuff. Don't come around me with all that.
Hey, listen, the only nigga that has ever been authorized to me to wear a nose ring was Tupac. And, I don't get it. Me personally. I see a nigga with a nose ring, I always like, what's going on? Hey,
Hey, DK Metcalf got a nose ring for the wide receiver.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Ezekiel Elliott do too.
Yes, yeah, no.
They talking about a nose ring or that bull ring?
Or the stud, the stud, yeah.
Which
yeah,
one?
yeah. Either way,
I got something to do tonight. I'm gonna make a phone call and find out. Hey man, we need to know, is this something that we got a little communication link for those of us sisters who not on that nonsense. We pass some information on. I have not heard that, but I can find out, and I can promise you, if
definitely.
we find out,
report back because this year here done fucked the game up. Goddamn, bitch got anything on her nose. I'm taking a bitch nose.
Hey, fantastic. Then the one they had, I know that they do that bad in Atlanta. If you coming from the nose, go all the way to the ear. What is you doing, sweetheart?
Yeah, I'm from Western. I know you talking about that chain. The chain joint. Yeah, bitch, you ain't from India, bitch. Get out of here.
Right.
You is not no motherfucking Sanjisha, bitch. Get out of here. Yeah.
Right.
Let me get my man pregame. BT, I appreciate you for telling us your story, baby. We glad you're here.
Yeah, I ain't gonna let you
keep that thing on you now.
Always.
Keep that thing on you. God damn.
Always. Look, you don't gotta tell me twice. You ain't gotta tell me twice. I understand exactly what I'm dealing with, and I'm gonna move accordingly that I know is working for me, and that's what I'm gonna do. And I don't need anybody think.
Man, but for the topic though, I just gotta say something real quick. Back in the day, we was able to like go outside and play, and you didn't have to like helicopter parent your child, every single day of every single moment of the day. But it's like now, it's like we are scared of our child coming up missing. And this is a national feeling that everybody have, black folks, white folks, everybody, because of them. The levels of people coming up missing, just like this woman here, and entering those little rings, and those people from Israel. You see, it's like a national thing where, and not just children, grown men and women are coming up missing.
People thought Get Out was just a movie. Nah. In this day and age with organ donation and folks needing body parts and such, it was down in Atlanta back in the 70s. Remember in the late 70s where they said young black boys were being taken, and they thought it was in like the 78, 79, 80, whatever. And they, of course, jumped off the idea it might have been, hate crime related, white folks, Klan related, whatever. Find out supposedly, it was the Arthur Ashe looking dude that was actually the perpetrator that did all the missing missing boys. So it's a case today. It's not as much different than it was 30, 40 years ago. Issues that we have, social media, everything's easily to be found out. Because think about it, 30 years ago, not even saying the 70s or 80s, just 30 years ago in the 90s, you would not know of something unless it was so catastrophically heinous. You hear about it on the national news. If you were living in another state or even another city somewhere, you wouldn't know about something of a crime missing or just a kid being found, 30, 40 years ago, unless it was really, really bad. Today, you know about that within the first 2 or 3 days after it happened online. And it makes you just stay on your P's and Q's when you go out in public. Van parked next to your car, tell my niece, my sister, anybody, look, check your tires. I tell any woman right now, you got a flat tire, you better have one of them quick whatchamacalls. AAA is great, but you want to have one of them those you plug into your lighter, so you can.
Oh, you're talking about compressor, air compressor.
Yeah, the compressor. Yeah, they cost like $40 on on Amazon, whatever.
And a jump box. You want a portable jump box too. You don't need to borrow
that
nobody.
Too.
Jumper cables is outdated. I don't even trust nobody with a pair of jumper cables. Why do you still use jumper cables? I mean, you can have some, but have your own jump box, and you don't got to ask nobody and caught up in a situation. But
I got roadside assistance, baby. Listen, or better yet, hey, another thing too. If you call 444, I think it's not 411. Is it 611? I think it's 611.
Yeah. Roadside assistance, whatever. Yeah.
That's every state around the country too.
But on the add-on to that, if you're a woman about your business and you for the low ski, look, not for the low price, for the low ski or something like I don't know, $50 for 6 months, you can have a thing called AAA, where you don't even gotta get out your car. Somebody come up here and get me and told me, for the free. For the free, I'm over here, broke down and come get me, okay?
So it's 511. So I think it's 511, and pretty much it works in every state. If you need, like, roadside assistance, whenever you see the people that be having the signs and shit, so pretty much 24/7, 365. If you broke down to some shit on the road, and you can call that number, and you just give them like the mile marker or exit where you're close by, and they can pull up and help you. That shit too.
Yeah.
But hey, listen. The number one thing is, hey, you fuck with them white boys. Just saying.
Hey, JP, man, we on white collar crime, man. You know what I mean? You mentioned Atlanta murderers. You know what I'm saying? That was done by a nigga. That's what kept black children in the house. You know what I'm saying? The niggas, because most black communities were safe, huh?
I was saying when I read about that story way back, I said, because the dude looked like Arthur Ashe. I was like, Arthur Ashe was snatching up the kids, his brother at least. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, he was gay, and he was like trying to perpetrate like he was a record producer or something like that or whatever. But nevertheless, most black communities were safe. You know what I'm saying? Kids were playing outside. When I was growing up, we was playing outside. We just always, had to be in by the street lights, by the time the street lights came on. But like we always heard of the boogeyman and that dude in the van and all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's what, was in the back of a child's mind, because, you used to listen to your parents back then. Now, you know what I'm saying? These kids act like they got the heart of a gunfight. And also when gangbanging started and these non-aiming niggas was just shooting randomly or whatever, that's, that was another reason why your kids had to be in or be helicopter parented and all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? To keep us safe from us. But like, as far as the danger of white folks, it was usually, like a black woman that was involved in sex trafficking and she got deleted by a serial killer.
Yeah, brother fuckers too, because remember that's what Dahmer was on. So Dahmer was getting them brother fuckers, and they trying to have a good time and get their black back blown out, and this motherfucker cutting motherfuckers' heads off and turn them into sculptures and weird shit
and boiling them.
Yeah, all that, and eating them.
Yeah.
Mm.
But yeah, man. Hey, I appreciate y'all for coming up. I just wanted to, niggas always say fantastic or croon, fantastic or this, fantastic or that. Listen, man, I ain't scared of no motherfucking white people, bro. It's just that they ain't my shit. Okay, but since they want to talk shit and point out all this bullshit, hey, we can do the same goddamn thing. White folks ain't motherfucking no innocent motherfucking law-abiding citizens around this bitch. All right.
But
they just get away with it. I
but
mean,
I promote. Yeah.
the things that are still getting away now, I'd be like, and I said, wow, I don't know one black man like could do what you do. This is unbelievable. Like, wow, you y'all gonna pay me. Y'all gonna be paying me for a long time. I don't care. I'm gonna exploit all y'all. Y'all going to pay me until for infinity, and then you're gonna pay my children, because bottom line, they get away with y'all. If I was to actually come out and tell y'all the things they get away, the signs I done seen thrown out a window and what that, okay, well now you would be, I'm offended. I'm not even a black man, but I do have, contrary to what people say, black sons. That's what it say on them birth certificates, and that's what that hair do. Okay, and you on the nigga side. We didn't, my genes strong. Okay, so and they got pulled over too, racial profiling. So I'm just saying it don't get it twisted, but they get away with a lot. It get to be real offensive. Like, wow, it is unbelievable. But hey, y'all do what y'all want to do. Now y'all done heard Beat you tell y'all, stay over here. Don't go on. Don't even look. You look on that other side and you think it's cute.
You had to touch that iron to see if it was hot.
You're gonna find out.
Hey, but keep it 100 though. I promote interracial relationships. I think black folks, I think we need to move around anyway, right? But hey, Beachy, you can agree that white man is kryptonite to a black woman's attitude, ain't it?
Explain what you. Hold on. I was about to X down real quick, but what you mean?
Hey, I'm just saying that white man to get you right.
Actually, you guys are the opposite. I ain't never had to be more niggerish in my life and pull out some inner stuff until I made that decision. I never had to be more like, hold on, who you talking? Wait, what? Oh hell no. You got it opposite. You got it opposite. Cause no. Yeah, that's why I wasn't gonna never fit in at their little barbecues. They don't have no cookouts. Cause you need another beer. The fuck you telling her? No. I ain't gonna.
What I meant by that is like black women don't show the same disrespect to the white man like they do the black man.
Sir, I don't know where you getting your information from, but
the world.
I cussed out. I can probably count on my hand if I had to cuss a black man out or just get like he done just took me there. I can't tell you over the last 5 years how many white men I done cussed out in an entire house, cussed out their mom. What y'all got me extra effed up, me and my kids. F all y'all cracker ass. You ain't no. I done cussed out more white people because they will take it there and say some weird ass shit that they know ain't got no business saying. And now I got the flex because ain't no other black woman up in here, and ain't no black. So
what was you doing in there? I thought you was one and done.
You got that one wrong right there. Ain't no sitting there like. Yes, a mass shit. You get real quick. You finna leave, and everybody you flipping tables over the whole place on your way out because they done took it there. Somebody done threw out some more. They nah, you got that one wrong. Okay, you got to be a weak woman. If you a black woman and you sitting around another company or race, and they doing some foul shit, and you sit there in compliance. Oh no, sweetie. Oh no. See, this is when it started to get, and I don't even want to say it, but I'm gonna say it and exit down. This is when the roles get switched, and the black woman got the whip in her hand, and she finna start cracking some backs. You know, you find out that inner Negro come out real quick, and if anything about to tell you anything different, something is majorly wrong and sick and twisted with them. It's mad you will be betraying yourself, your own race, and everything you stand for if you do not in those moments. There's something that wait, what? Oh, hold on a minute. This ain't got nothing to do with being submissive, whatever. You just downright motherfucking hold on. You have no other alternative but to not lose who you are as a Black woman. So what else you gonna just sit back like who I see? That's what I'm saying. And with there never being an example put forth that you could see in real time. See, that's what I'm saying. Y'all never get to see in real time if these women who claim to be married to white men or other men outside their race, how they react.
I mean, most men see Black women submissive when they get with a white man.
Yeah. Hey man, another day, another time. It's I don't know where whoever's selling that is a can lie, because that is not the white men.
That's
the white men that do want the Black women. See, I don't even want this. We're gonna.
No, that's very common.
Another time, another day. That's not accurate at all.
But you just said you was in a house full of white folks and you cussed them out.
No, I'm saying. No, that is what will happen. You will have to when we say cuss out, it's understood. Now I got to check everybody up in here. See, when you have a good vocabulary, know how to act, and know how to check people accordingly when they say something out of pocket, you don't have to act like Laquita from down the way. You're able to use your words because you might be the one up in there, the most highly educated around some of these people. So you have to say, what did you just say right there? Does that sound like, you sit there and you firmly deal with them how they need to be dealt with your firmness, with your strongest Black head? They will fight against you, but I promise you, if you do it right, and if you got that, that in you that you're supposed to have, they gonna comply. They're not gonna like it, but you will have to be firm. So when I say cuss out, understand what I mean. When I say cracking that whip, understand what I mean. I don't gotta get violent, but I will let you know when I leave here. Now try that shit again. Try that again. You ain't got to worry about it because I ain't gonna come back. You can't come in my presence, but you will have to take yourself to where, because you outnumbered. You're outnumbered, so you got to be like 40 people. And so I don't know what people got in their DNA, but I know in mine, ain't no way you finna have that. I'm not leaving out like that. When I leave, you're gonna know. If you never met another Black woman again, you will never say what you said before, because you don't want to feel how make you feel.
But he had
not emotional intelligence.
But he had you on the run, right?
What was that?
He had you on the run, though, right?
Mm-hmm. And my emotional intelligence had to get me to know, where are you going to? Because just running out, that's not how that works, okay? So let's go back. That somebody lacked an emotional intelligence where they was being real sloppy. I got emotional intelligence, so even in the most crisis up of situations, I got to use my problem solving techniques and think my way out so that I can have life. I choose life
and get out of there. Absolutely.
Okay, so that's where the difference can come between. All right, so let me right now. I'm gonna make this step completely calculated, just like a crazy serial killer can be calculated. So can a sane, I want my life person calculate those steps.
Well, okay. What made him cool to where like he don't want you no more?
Huh? What was that? I didn't hear that.
What made him like get on the cool to where he got over you and didn't want you no more?
I don't know where you got that from. You must didn't hear
if you
conversation
at one point, okay, if you said you was a missing person because of this dude was crazy or whatever, what made him?
That's not what
that wasn't the story.
Listen, no, it's not, and I got to get you together right now.
Okay, get the story together.
Of divorce, they don't believe in divorce. Most of them, I don't know any white divorced men, to be honest. But
yeah, but you end up getting divorced, right?
No. See, that's why I said
you still married. Oh, I mean, I don't know. I just heard you was you was on the run and missing or whatever because of a man, a white man, right?
Yeah, yes. Well, we'll go back
And
and
you
read
wanted to
about the
divorce him,
attorney.
and he don't believe in divorce.
Right. So that means if he doesn't believe in divorce, that would mean he didn't initiate it. That would mean I initiated.
Right.
This
So that
ain't
would mean
working.
you being on the lam would mean you in fear of your life.
And my exactly what that means. Because it's death or that's it. There is no divorce. So those
I
type
got
of
you.
have anything else, you choose life and you move accordingly. Okay. So I don't know what parts you didn't catch on that stuff. I thought it was pretty clear, but I'll be happy to
I
fill
mean,
in.
you was
I
going different
you
places.
you threw in some
No, I was
curveballs.
kind of no BC. I in his defense, I was like, I kind of picked it up, but I didn't want to. You know what I mean? I want to assume, but yeah, it was kind of ambiguous. It wasn't for sure, but like I say, you were purposely talking around it for reasons. I got you. So it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't something that would be automatically picked up. But no, I feel you.
Well, I find that odd that like the way he like because he come like wow, that's what I was trying to say. How many when I said with so many women on their side are only still married because that the alternative was just like, oh my gosh, all this, I don't want to lose a kid and like the crazy, that's past crazy. It's just psychotic and freaking murderers. Okay, they don't want to even have to take a chance. So they just stay on the like F it, man. I ain't even gonna file the paper. Like forget it, and that'd be all right. They all of a sudden it's
Some people, some people believe in them vows though.
Wait, what?
Some people believe in their vows.
And some of us, like I can say this, I've never said it here. Some of us straight up went to the Lord and said, God, I lied. I don't believe in none of this. Please forgive me and get me out of this because I was on some BS then, and I ain't gonna be able to abide by that. Really, like that, you can't get more realer than that. And ain't nobody gonna tell me anything different than a person that can say, okay, I know that's what I said, but I don't mean none of that. And I'm not complying with any of that. And I can't do it. I refuse to do it. I want out of it. And you can get out of it. Unfortunately, some people feel like they really take to death serious. When I put it in the super chat, amen, that's some of them taking that to the death serious. I don't think that's what that meant. But they really, several other, like people take that different, to the heart. Seriously, and they are only married because they've had some type of weird feeling of I'm gonna die, or been told the consequences, or have experienced it, and it wasn't worth it. They just stayed on paper because being on paper and being.
But check this out, like what you saying that right, like with the marriage rate being low in the black community, what part should a black man take you serious?
What you mean serious? Like for marriage or something?
Yeah.
Well, can't nobody marry me because I'm already married. I'm still married. So
you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about somebody with that attitude that don't take marriage serious. Like you wanted a person, and I think it was because you got pregnant, but like like a lot.
No, you see, here you go again. I didn't want a person.
Well, that you said you got pregnant at a party, and you followed up with marriage.
Right, status, and not be shamed. Some of us have been great.
Okay, well, you got married out of shame. Some people get married out of love. But what I'm saying is, like, with you talking like this, and then you got black men that want families and want families with black women, like, how can they take a black woman serious when you say you want marriage at first, but then
I don't know
when you change your feelings, it's over.
Let me say this. I have to say this, and I need y'all to listen to me clearly because I don't know how else I can say this. Like I done told the man I married, I'm gonna tell you.
No. I'm speaking in general too. I ain't really
those feelings. I'm not that chick. Okay, and I don't want to. We can save all that. Miss me with all that stuff you talking about. If somebody want to be married and in this love stuff y'all talking about, that's great. That's beautiful. Do that. I'm way way too far in to even think like that. At my age, I don't think like, man, I'm trying to fall in love and I'm not trying to
That's
do
what I'm
anything.
saying. I mean, it don't got to specifically be you. I'm just saying in general too. You know what I mean? And
Look, I mean, I know I got plenty of partners out there that ain't married yet, and I'm like, what y'all gonna do, homie? They're like, man, I'm like, hey, I can't, I don't know what to say. I cannot be the savior and give you some advice. You know, marriage would be, it ain't looking too good for people. Look at my shit, and I don't know what I just jumped into something reckless, so I don't know what y'all gonna do. I'm not the one to say, well, I got an answer, and this is what it looked like. I'm dealing with some other shit over here. I'm not thinking about marriage to nobody else, okay, ever else again, let alone being a spokesperson for, hey, if you guys want to fall in love and get married, this is how to do it, because I didn't do none of that, okay? I came in on the wrong end, and then in the first place, wasn't even, I'm just not that person for that, but I'm sure there are women who got a great, theory for that. They probably single as hell, but, as far as I'm concerned,
but you would advise young black women not to do what you did, right?
I came up here saying, first thing, hey y'all, I done told y'all, get out here if you want to. Playing around in this bullshit, you're gonna end up in a situation that is not favorable for you. Stick with your brothers, okay? I don't know if you missed that part. Stick with your brothers, and whatever, because I don't have that problem with black men, and we ain't having these type of issues. I ain't having no, do I need to 5150? Like, what I need to do? I'm not having those type of situations, okay? And other things I'm just not even going to mention on this platform, because we're going to end up somewhere over there in the damn X-Files. I came up here saying that from the jump. I'm not going to, sugarcoat it, okay? It is what it is. It's wow, okay? Well, daughter, we need to have some talks, the best. So only thing I can do is make sure the legacies that I'm passing down, they understand, look, this is what your mama did. This is why the outcome like this, and this is how we're gonna make the best of it. And we're gonna talk about for you all's future. They're older adult, you don't end up into something that whatever you didn't know. So that's what I can do. That's what I can get a community to make sure that my children don't come out and be something that's not ready to go into a marriage or partnership. That's the best I can do. I can't do nothing for nobody else outside my house and the children I have pushed out. Sorry, I can't. I got nothing for you. Catch these little tidbits I be giving and hope you can. I don't know. Maybe somebody might realize when Tyler said, fuck it, I'll just go kill myself and everybody else. He wasn't playing. You shouldn't call him back. Okay? Chad, probably that ain't the normal thing people say on a breakup. So you probably need to let him go while you get out while you can. That's the best I can do. As far as black families, I support the community in the way that I do, but it's not on a marriage side, just because I just feel like that's a personal decision, for people, and I'm not,
All right, for sure. All right. Well, like I said, we appreciate you, Beach. Your transparency, love, giving a good message out here to these up and coming black women about, what I'm saying, I guess the false glamour of the white man.
Yes, the illusion.
Yeah, the illusion of the wondrous white man.
Right. It's a lie.
All right.
Thank you. I'm be back in the chat. Let you get back to your commentary. I appreciate it, guys. I appreciate talking to you. I appreciate it.
All right, BT.
I'm an OG with this fantastic. I'm still hanging in now. Okay.
For sure.
Okay.
Stay strapped. Stay strapped.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, it's not funny, y'all, but this is a serious topic. I'm in the chat, y'all. Let me get off of here.
All right, bet. For sure. The Bell, you got anything to close it out with, bro?
Man, I tried, man. I tried to help the black community, man. But hey, man, get you a white bitch.
All right, man, for sure, man. Appreciate you, bro.
I put my effort in, brother.
Hey, well, you got a better chance, like I said, even though that white girl did just shoot that nigga in Georgia, but I mean,
that nigga probably deserved it, man. He was in the way anyway.
All right, bro. Niggas wildin', man. Listen, man. Listen, bro. White folks commit crimes too. White folks commit the most crimes because it's mostly white people in this country. White people make up, I think, what is it? It's probably 13%. Hispanics are not even 20%. So still, yeah, over half of the country is still comprised of white people, right? Again, we didn't even get into like drug crimes, meth and opioids and all this shit, and the trailer park shit. We didn't get into incest. Again, a lot of shit people don't talk about, right? And that's like some of the most heinous of heinous and most despicable, disgusting shit, okay, is monopolized by who? All right. They don't look at me and you. Don't, not at all. We ain't fucking no dogs. We ain't touching no kids. You know what I'm saying? What else? What we missing? We ain't killing our family, the whole family. Niggas just walk away. All right. What you want? All right. You want a nigga to go, get a pack of cigarettes and never come back? Or you want, again, you don't cook that chicken right and everybody don't come back. Everybody gone for good. All right. All right. Y'all thought that shit was a joke when that lady, I'll get you my pretty and your little dog too. That they was letting you know how the white folks get down, even in the movies. All right. Everybody gotta go, man. It ain't just him. So yes, Creed, I think you missed it, love. Yeah, they fucking them dogs. They mad at niggas for fighting dogs, but they ain't got no problem fucking them. That's a fact, Cree. That's a fact. Motherfuckers hate Mike Vick to this day, and it's probably been, hey, it's a motherfucking white man dog diddler, okay? There's a dog diddy out here, all right? And I promise you, he a white man, all right? The most famous motherfucking child exploitation ring was who? A white man that deleted himself, okay? So let's please not act like, killing ain't that bad. All right, on the list of fucked up shit, shooting, killing, robbing, nothing to do with fucking dogs and other things. Just saying. Yeah, Dalmatian diddler is crazy. Just saying, man. But hey, listen. Greatly appreciate it, man. Miss Fantastic 824 on all social media platforms. That's X/Twitter, YouTube, of course, Instagram, Facebook page, and Rumble. If you're not following me on Rumble, please follow me on Rumble and TikTok. Bro, you know what? Let me say this. I don't know if I'm ever getting to the TikTok shit, bro, because that shit is gay to me. Having schmecks and YT people and this TikTok language, bro, I'm dumb. Nah, fuck that. I'm gonna say what the fuck I gotta say. If I can't motherfucking talk regular and I gotta speak motherfucking pig Latin, fuck that shit, bro. But still, follow my TikTok. But anyway, man, hey, that's that on that one. We'll catch y'all on the next one. Holla, we out.